The Never-Ending Story. What can you say about such a classic movie? A great family film with amazing visuals that is almost universally accepted as a classic piece of cinema. The sequel, on the other hand, while vastly inferior to the first movie, I still found somewhat enjoyable. Especially when compared to the third movie. We don't talk about the third movie. There are high-ranking government officials that would rather talk about the existence of aliens than talk about the Never-Ending Story 3. It's that bad. Now, if you're wondering why I'm talking about this, then you're either new to my show or you didn't read the video description properly. But in addition to the 3 films, there was also an animated series. If you haven't seen it or even heard of it, I don't blame you. Airing in 1995 on HBO, because that's a kids network, it had a limited release and is very hard to find. But look at what I found at a Goodwill store for 70 cents! Unfortunately, there are only 4 episodes on here, and as far as I know, this is the only VHS release, so this is all we're gonna have to go on. But I'm gonna assume that they chose only the best episodes for a commercial release. Ugh. Sorry, that made me cringe for a second. Before we begin, I want to do something a little different and take a look at the VHS package. It's one of those soft clamshell boxes that you usually see kids' movies released in, like the old Disney films. Kinda signifies that it's something the whole family can watch, but since this is the Never-Ending Story, the animated series, it's really saying not only am I gonna suck, but I'm also gonna take up extra space on your shelf. By the way, the full title of the series is The Never-Ending Story, The Animated Adventures of Bastian Balthazar Bucks. Wow, that's a big title. Think they're overcompensating for anything? The box art is so bland. These illustrations look like they came out of a coloring book. Oh, and remember when I said we don't talk about the third movie? Well, I kinda have to since some of the characters are in this. Like this tree bastard here. Yeah, we'll get to him later. Okay, let's check out the back. Not much to say here, a few screenshots and some wording. The stories are irresistible, the animation magical, the video you and your family will treasure forever. Really? Then why did I find this at a Goodwill store? Oh, this part kills me. Children around the world have thrilled to Bastian's adventures in the film The Never-Ending Story and the sequel that followed. Sequel. As in one sequel. Man, even the animated series didn't want to acknowledge the third movie. Oh, one more thing. Look when I put my thumb here. Yeah, what does that look like? Fuck you, kid! You're about to watch this! Alright, enough delaying. Let's get this over with. The first episode opens with Bastian feeling a disturbance in the Force. He goes to the bookstore as he does in the movies, but oddly enough, the bookkeeper isn't there. In fact, he doesn't make an appearance at all. Though maybe he's glad he wasn't a part of this. So he enters the book to find out what's wrong. Ah! What the hell is that? Oh right, that was one of the characters from the third movie. What was his name again?
Large head.
Oh, I get it, because he's got such a large head. Bastian shows up and the childlike Empress explains that a mysterious force is turning everyone into rock lords, and it's up to him to find out what's causing it.
But I don't know where to look.
Follow your heart, Bastian. It will always lead you.
You are the chosen one, after all, or however this was supposed to work again. I'm sure you'll do fine.
If this continues and the Orin loses all its light, that will mean that everything just and good in Fantasia will be no more. Evil will reign supreme.
You know, we're only like 5 minutes into this thing and I'm already sick of you, big head.
Large head.
Whatever. At least this can't possibly get any more annoying.
Don't worry, Bastian. I'm with you.
I need to learn to shut the hell up. Yes, here's another character from the third movie named Bark Troll. Bark Troll. Because he's a tree. And a troll, I guess. I don't know, but we're gonna have to put up with him through most of this. Strap in, folks. So they hop onto Falcor, the only thing tolerable in this show, and head out to investigate. I'd insert the Never-Ending Story theme here, but I'm gonna do this instead. They make a pit stop because Bark Troll starts complaining.
Are we there yet? I'm thirsty.
Hey, don't make me turn this dragon around! During their stop, they discover what's causing people to turn into stone.
Something in the water must be what's turning everyone into statues.
And I almost drank. Ah.
Yes, what a shame it would be if we lost you. They go to see Engiwak and Urgel to see if they can help, and they find out someone's contaminated Fantasia's water supply.
What is it, Bastion?
It's Zaida's giants.
Zaida? From the second movie? Didn't she get blowed up? Well, I guess you can recover from that because she's back. Bark Troll irresponsibly messes around with some of Urgel's potions.
Get out of my laboratory!
And they head off to stop her. Again. They end up at the source of Fantasia's water and get attacked by one of Zaida's guards, but manage to escape.
I still say you should have used my powerful potion on that giant.
Me? But it's your potion.
Exactly. I mixed it, so the least you could do is test it to see what it does.
What if it doesn't do anything?
Well, then it's Urgel's fault. She made the potions. I just put them together.
Wow, the stupidity is so thick you can cut it with a knife. They find out that the water is being contaminated by the tears of these mummified dildos who are sad because they found out that they're in the never-ending story of the animated series. Zaida shows up and whoa! She's really rocking the supervillain look, isn't she? I kinda like it. Though, maybe I'm just swayed because of all the other crap I had to sit through so far. They use the potion on the water, purifying it and turning the mummy dicks into something you see when you're on amphetamines. Zaida throws a conniption and explodes. Again. Everything is back to normal, the cast yucks it up, end of episode. Whoa, that was bad. Oh, wait. There's still 3 more episodes of this. Alright, I'll try to make this as painless as possible. The next episode opens with Bastion playing in his yard.
Great. I'll never find it in there. Mom never would have let the garden get like that if she were still alive.
Yeah, your mother really knew how to take care of that garden.
Yeah, too bad no one else in this family knows how to operate a lawnmower. Anyway, Bastion goes to Fantasia to discover strange plants growing all over the place, when suddenly he's met by Aslan? Whoa, a crossover between the Chronicles of Narnia and the Never-Ending Story? Wow, that could be awesome. Somebody write that. Wow, did I just imply I'd rather be reading fanfiction than continue to watch this? Anyway, the lion's name is Grogerman, a being from another realm that burns down the plants to keep them from growing out of control.
Who's an allegory for Jesus.
They hang out for a while and then part ways. A few days go by and the plants are growing out of control, causing people to panic.
And now the forest is overrunning everything. Suffocating Fantasia.
God damn it, it's Fathead!
Large head.
Whatever. So, as you've probably guessed, something happened to Gregorman and it's up to Bastion to save the day, and unfortunately, Bark Troll is along for the ride again.
A metal club from Zaida's guards.
Zaida again? Okay, I guess getting blown up is just like a minor inconvenience to her. Maybe she's related to Kenny from South Park. The hood kind of makes me wonder a bit. So they infiltrate her castle. Hey, here's a question. Why do we keep bringing the Tree Man into these dangerous missions? Not exactly a good call bringing someone made of wood to go against guys that use saw blades as weapons. You know who they should have brought? Atreyu. In fact, where the hell is he? We see him briefly in the opening, and he's green for some reason. So we can assume he was in the series, but for some reason he doesn't make an appearance here. Why? Ugh. Wait a second, I think I just figured something out. He's called Bark Troll because we're being trolled! Oh, thank God. This show's making me root for the bad guy. Anyway, Gregorman shows up, everything's fixed, and then he dies for our sins.
Grogerman, are you sick?
What kind of question is that to ask the Jesus allegory lion?
Oh boy, 2 left. Alright, we can do this. We can do this! Third episode is a MacGuffin hunt. Zaida learns about some stones that are the source of all the good feelings in Fantasia and goes out to find them. Really? You know, that sounds kind of important. I don't think I'd leave those just hanging around a forest somewhere. So now Bastian is off to save the day. Surprise, surprise. Long story short, Zaida gets the stones because our heroes were too busy jerking off, then heads to the ivory tower to declare herself ruler. And you know what? I'm okay with this. Yeah, I don't normally do this, but I'm siding with the villain. From what I saw, the people of Fantasia are idiots. Besides, maybe she'll make a great leader. Who knows? Maybe she'll clean this place up. Unfortunately, Bastian stops her by slipping a love potion into her drink, which makes her give up the stones, and I think made her a little horny. Well, not really, but something like that would have improved this series. Well, the good news is Bark Troll wasn't in that episode. Alright, let's wrap this up. A new villain named Shadow Goblin and his sidekick named Vermin discover an invisible belt and use it to steal a barrel of Urgel's explosive honey. I know, it's less painful if you just go with it. Then they use their newfound ability to steal things all over Fantasia. Bastian receives another belt from Zaida, hi, when did they start working together, and goes after them. Meanwhile, at the Ivory Tower, the citizens are complaining about their thefts to Butthead.
Large head.
I know what I called you! Shadow Goblin is there stealing stuff from people when Bastian shows up to stop him. Vermin gets away and everyone storms off to get their stuff back, but Bastian is concerned about the explosive honey, but the belt turns him into a ghost and he can't stop them.
Wherever you are, I cannot help you. Only you can help yourself. Believe in yourself, Bastian. Believe in yourself.
Nah, let's try that again.
It doesn't matter. What does matter is you need to believe in yourself.
Much better. So Bastian goes to Zaida and literally pisses her off until she tells him that combining the belts will reverse the effect, but I think we could have figured that out by ourselves. Back at the hideout, everyone took their stuff back and left already, but Vermin ends up accidentally setting off the explosives anyway, thus making this entire episode completely pointless! And that's it! We're done! Wow! Wow! This is the worst thing I've reviewed so far! Do I even need to go into detail? The plots were bland and cliche, and with the exception of Falcor and Zaida, all of the characters were either stupid or annoying. Or both. Oh, and if it looked like I was speeding through this, it's because I was. Believe me, I did it for your sake. I skipped over a lot of the awkward moments, the horrible animation, and Bark Troll's idiotic commentary. How is it possible that such a great film fell from grace so rapidly? What could have been a great fantasy series just ended up being a series of embarrassments. It's no wonder this is so hard to find. They probably took all the copies of these and buried them in that hole with the copies of E.T. for the Atari. This was every bit as bad as The Neverending Story 3. And it's bad enough that I had to sit through that shit fest already. And before anyone says anything, no, I am not reviewing Neverending Story 3. I don't know why anybody would review Neverending Story 3. You'd be a damn idiot to put yourself through that kind of punishment. Well, we're done. Thanks for watching. I apologize for what you had to see. And I'm gonna go lie down now. I'll see you next time. Fucking stupid!
You're a little too heavy, buddy.
Yeah!
We're going down.
Yeah! Yeah!